of the most frustrating and confusing material items for the new fly Tyer is dry fly wings. Pattern recipes call for small hen feathers. And you ask yourself, do I want to buy a whole hen cape for a couple feathers? What hen cape do I buy? Can I use dry fly hackle tips? The answer is yes, you can use dry fly hackle tips for wings. They'll be a little skinning, but if that is all you have for now, they are soft enough to work. Using a wing burner on them may be challenging as stem is rigid and fly may twist when cast. Tom Thomas tied using dry hackle tips for years because of his limited budget. And the flies still caught fish. Surprisingly, the best wings are made from barnyard hen capes. They're soft and round and relatively inexpensive. Colors are limited to grizzly or dun. But that covers most patterns. A wing burner on the larger feathers make beautiful wings. Whiting Farms sells them as fittingly called winger capes. Genetic hen necks are wonderful products. Barbs on feathers may become thin on ends, making entire wing art to see. The small feathers used as wings are soft, a little thin, and tips are a rounded point. Not ideal, but they work. Tips of larger feathers must match in size and color distribution for both wings. Using wing burners on the tops of the longer feathers makes for nice consistent wings yielding soft and realistic shape. These necks have lots of colors and are also used as collars on wet flies. And finally, synthetic wings. Made with the right material and use of a wing burner, you can have the perfect wing. There are all kinds of colors and printed patterns. Tom uses web wings. The wings tie differently than natural feathers. Actually a little easier. Here are the products from Whiting. As discussed earlier, Tom uses Whiting products. For his wings, he used the genetic hen wet fly hackle capes as he also uses them on wet fly patterns. Bottom line. Use what you have on hand and just get started tying flies with wings. As you get more experienced, buy a cape and try it out. I would recommend a set of Mayfly wing burners. Allows you to use the most of the feathers you have. Experiment and have fun with it. That's what it's all about. Tom, it's time to tie a blue-winged olive now.
Thanks, Cora. We're going to tie the blue-winged olive mayfly. Now in my vise, I have a size 12 standard dry fly hook. I've started my 140 denier olive thread at the eye and wound it back to the bend of the hook. Now, mayfly tails are actually very sparse. They actually only have 2 or 3 filaments. You can see in the upper right-hand corner there. Take about a 1/4 inch of your saddle feather there and we'll pull these off. Now for classic flies, we've said before that the length of the tail is about the length of the hook shank. We're going to put that there on the top of the hook. Take a few loose wraps, get it positioned, and we'll tie that in. And let's go underneath the tail a little bit just to kind of splay things out so it looks like an actual mayfly tail. There. Now I'm using a super fine blue-winged olive dry fly dubbing. This is super fine, so it's a polypropylene product. I like to use the natural furs like beaver, but the color just wasn't right. Take a small pinch of that like we have in the past, and we'll just make a very small little rope and wrap that forward. And we're going to work our way just past the midway point of the shank of the hook, right there. Now select a hackle feather where the barbs are 1.5 times the length of the gape of the hook. This one is an olive grizzly. I'm using that for contrast on this fly. The recipe calls for a dun hackle feather. Now this is a saddle feather. It has quite a bit of curve to it, so put the shiny side down. We're going to lay that on just where the barbs start, a little more than half the distance there on the hook shank. We're going to tie that in tight. Select 2 hackle feathers for your wings. Now I used a wing burner on my genetic hen hackle. That's really my best option that I had, as you can see in the previous diagram. Now you want to put the convex sides, the sides that have the outer curve, together so they push against each other. Now the length of these is to be the length of the hook shank are 2 times the gape of the hook. Mayfly wings, as you see in the upper right-hand corner there, are big. Now we want to tie these in about an eyelet and a half behind the eye. Mayfly wings are very close to the mouth or the head of the mayfly. So we're going to hold that right there. We're going to switch our pinch point. Now, I like to tie my wings in last. A lot of people like to tie them in first. I like to always work on my fly from left to right. Also, mayfly wings lean back. And if you mount them this way, they'll have a tendency to want to naturally lean back. So let's cut off this extra. And secure those in on the top of the hook. They look just like that. They're already pulling forward. Then be very deliberate in grabbing them as a pair and pushing them forward. They'll stand up just like that. First, going to make a couple wraps behind them. And in front of them, kind of an X. Okay, then take your bobbin. We're going to separate these two. And then we're going to do some figure eights to keep them separated. So we're going to go between them. Try not to catch any barbs. We caught one anyway. And we'll do a figure eight across. Okay. And just keep doing a figure eight till you got these just where you want them. I'm going to do one more. Okay. And you can see we caught quite a few fibers there. And we'll just trim those off. Now we're going to dub a thorax. So take another small pinch your dubbing, and we'll make a little rope. Then we're going to work our way behind our feathers, get a couple wraps, and then what we're going to do is go between our feathers in the front, between our feathers going back, come across, and then I ran a little bit out of dubbing. Now I'm going to do a half hitch. I want to use my vise. It'll a little bit easier to move around these wings here. So we'll put a half hitch. So with our wings all set, we're going to wrap our hackle. Now we mounted this with the shiny side down, and we're just going to go and get 3 or 4 wraps in the back here. So you're going to have to tuck those in underneath those wings. And we'll go in front of the wings. Now let's tie that off. Slide our scissors down our hackle. Get as many of those fibers as we can. Now let's do a half hitch.